Hey, what it do? Make that like button blue. Sub if you new. Hey, what it do? Make that like button blue. Sub if you new.
Hello, citation. What it do? It's not the gamer. All father Durag Nation. Vibes, like, subscribe. Let's get it. We are back, chat. It is time. That time of the year again. 2025 Game Awards. This is the 4th year in a row. We've been co-streaming. Always a good time. And the Game Awards has just gotten bigger and bigger. And this one is shaping up to be the craziest potentially so far. Especially for superhero enjoyers. How's everyone doing out there? What's up, everybody? Appreciate you hanging out. I see the regulars. We got Travis, Eastwood, Gabe, Armani. What's up, everyone? Thank you for hanging out. What's up, TSM Kate? Good evening. What's up, Blaze? How's everyone doing? We are live on YouTube and Twitch. This should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot of info ahead of the Game Awards, so we have a decent idea of what to expect, which I'll be going over in my traditional Google Doc, where I broke down games you can expect based on what's confirmed, what's leaked, and what's rumor and speculation. What's up, Luffy? How's everyone? What's up, Benjamin? Let's go. Make sure you smash that like button first and foremost. If you're on the YouTube side of things, like upstream. If you're on the Twitch side of things, you don't have to do anything because their algorithm is terrible. But if you want to drop a Prime sub to support the channel for free over on the Twitch side of things and to not watch any ads, you can do that over there as well. A few minutes ago, Kurikasa said it isn't KOTOR. So there are multiple. We'll get into that in a minute. There's supposed to be multiple Star Wars announcements coming up. One of them was in fact a leak. There was a KOTOR related leak. Anything? I have heard rumors of a Doom the Dark Ages DLC. Todd, how there's your lover? Valid. All right, so this is going to be a pretty big show as usual, but particularly for superhero games, there's going to be, as I covered before in the channel, potentially 7 superhero games releasing all in 2026, and we already have a decent amount already confirmed for the Game Awards. We got of course Marvel Rivals, the big one, just confirmed that they have something cooking up. They're going to have a special presentation of some new content at the Game Awards. They sent the word out already. They didn't tell us what it is. I have my guesses as to what the Marvel Rivals announcement is. It's definitely related to Lady Loki, I think, which they showed off in the gallery card that we got to see during the early access stream. I think it's a new game mode. I think it's an old game mode that they're bringing back. My current prediction is that it's the auto chess mode that they're bringing back for the Grandmaster theme season. That is my current prediction on what that is, but we'll see. Welcome, Super Patrick. What's up, LTM? So let's go through real quick. Let's go through what to expect today so far. We got Resident Evil Requiem was confirmed. We'll start with all the confirmed stuff. Resident Evil Requiem had several leaks as well. They had two new characters were leaked. I mean, pretty much everyone knew that Leon Kennedy was going to be in this game. So I think it's going to be a character trailer, but they are confirmed to be presenting at the Game Awards, so they're going to have a world premiere trailer slot. Phantom Blade Zero, one of my most anticipated upcoming games, announced that they're finally ready to do an official release date for the game. It's releasing sometime in 2026, so we'll find out exactly when. And we're getting a trailer with a new boss fight. Looking forward to that. Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight is confirmed. I'm expecting we're getting a release date for that, as well as a new trailer for Tomb Raider. Finally, Crystal Dynamics is done cooking to some degree, at least enough to finally show something. There were some leaks as well ahead of time. There's going to be multiple Tomb Raider announcements. One of them is for Legacy of Atlantis, which I believe is the Unreal 5 Tomb Raider sort of remake, sort of reboot that Crystal Dynamics has been working on since literally the Avengers days. Now under Amazon instead of Square Enix, and there might be like a remaster or something. Remember we talked about the sub badges in last stream? I do not. Casual Avenger, what up? What a Game Awards. This year they might. Casual. This year the Game Awards might change your life because there's some heat, as you'll see. Exodus, a game that Travis won't shut up about. That's getting a gameplay trailer. Invincible, the new Invincible game, is confirmed to be there. They're going to announce a release date as well as a brand new character, not just a new character for the roster, but a brand new character for the Invincible universe. They're actually making a whole new character to introduce into the Invincible universe just for the game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that one ends up being. We got, of course, Marvel Rivals, which I went over. They confirmed that they have a big announcement, new content. My prediction is, of course, it's the auto chess mode. I think they're finally ready to bring it back based on what I saw of the gallery card. It makes perfect sense to bring it back during a season with the Grandmaster. We have the chessboard for the 18 versus 18 mode. I think makes perfect sense to bring in the auto chess back into the game, which I'm very excited for. I love that mode. I played a lot of it, so looking forward to trying again. I don't think they'll show anything from season 6. They pretty consistently stick to a schedule when it comes to new season content, and the only thing on the roadmap that was blanked out was that Lady Loki slot for January 2nd. So I think that's pretty much what it is. We got Soul Frame, Neon Giants, Project Impact, Wildflower Interactive's first game, and some solo leveling. Arise is going to be there. Now for the leaks, we got Control 2. This is definitely one of the things I'm most hyped for. Control, one of my favorite games, finally getting a sequel. It's called Control Resonant, and it looks like it is going to get announced for the first time at the Game Awards, which I cannot wait for. I didn't get into Alan Wake, but I will always show up for Control. Love that game. Cannot wait to see it. Larian Studios, creators of Baldur's Gate 3, they have a new Divinity game to announce. For anyone that was keeping up with the Game Awards stuff, there was this big mystery about a statue. Jeff Keighley had posted about a statue, had some cryptic stuff on there. People were trying to figure out what's the statue. People thought it, might be God of War, might be Half-Life 3, Elder Scrolls or something like that. It is, in fact, a new Divinity game from Larian Studios. We don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it is new Divinity related, and it is from Larian Studios, so look out for that. It is a creepy statue. But that makes sense. I knew it had to do with I knew it had to be like RPG related, and makes sense that it's Larian Studios. We have Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the least kept secret in the industry. we all knew at this point that Black Flag was getting a remake. That is thing is dropping next year. It's called Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and looks like it's getting announced today. The Witcher 3, people were speculating we might get a Witcher 4 something, but CD Projekt Red confirmed there is no Witcher 4 stuff at the Game Awards, but according to a leak, there will be a Witcher 3 DLC for the anniversary, and maybe we get another CD Projekt Red announcement later, but that is seem to be what they're doing. Nicer Republic, there's been a leak about that. There was also a rumor about a game that's potentially maybe a Star Wars Racer announcement as well. But yeah, there's supposed to be something potentially for Knights of the Old Republic being announced soon. I know Saber is working on the remake, so I'm looking forward to seeing anything about that. People found that Square Enix had 2 Final Fantasy trailers that were unlisted on their channel, so could be Final Fantasy, could be Kingdom Hearts 4, but Square Enix has some unlisted trailers set up on their channel, and I think at least one of them is Final Fantasy related. The other could be Kingdom Hearts. There was Arknights Enfield leaked early, and 007 First Light leaked their trailer early. They have a new villain trailer that's going to be dropping. They're showing off Leon Kennedy. I mean, not Leon Kennedy. Lenny Kravitz is playing the new villain. Leon Kennedy is, of course, Resident Evil Requiem. Hotel remake is here already. So, Concord 2 going to be a highlight of the show. You're actually right. Concord 2 is going to go hard. Cannot wait for cannot wait for the Concord battle royale. And this is the rumor speculation pile stuff that's not confirmed, but it's possible. A Star Wars racing game. There's a God of War. There's a Metroidvania style God of War, basically think Hollow Knight Silksong, but in the style of God of War. That leaked a while ago. It's supposed to be releasing in 2026, so if that's the case, I would expect it to be at the Game Awards. Sony has also been rumored by insiders to have some stuff to show off at the Game Awards, so would make sense if it's God of War Metroidvania. Cory Balrog, creative director of Santa Monica, he's there. Santa Monica's there, so either the God of War Metroidvania, Cory Balrog also has his own game, a non-God of War game he's been working on. We could get that as well, but definitely expecting God of War Metroidvania. Crimson Desert, that's very, very much possible. Ronnie, appreciate the 5. Remember talk about Game Awards around July. Now it's time. Yeah, time has been quite insane. I will grant you that. Already almost at the end of the year. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Very much looking forward to this. It's, of course, it was recently delayed again. This time, funny enough, it was delayed 5 minutes before GTA 6 announced their delay. But I think the GTA 6 delay definitely helps Rise of Hydra. Having GTA 6 firmly at the end of the year leaves things a lot open. So I do think there's a high chance we get that first gameplay trailer. I mean, if they do intend to show if they intend to release Rise of Hydra in 2026, they definitely do need to show gameplay like now. It's definitely a bad sign if they miss the Game Awards, because they were originally going to release the game in early 2026, which is already a red flag, since they still hadn't shown gameplay. But they didn't push it out of 2026, but they're definitely well past time that they need to be showing some gameplay. So if we don't see Rise of Hydra at the Game Awards, that it might be cooked, unfortunately. Marvel's Blade is another one. That one has a lot more time. According to internal documents, they're targeting November of 2027. So they still have plenty of time before they have to show anything, but between the Game Awards, some upcoming Xbox events, they might drop a fresh trailer, to build some of that hype, get people ready for 2027. Marvel's Iron Man, that's a game we've been waiting to see since 2022 when it was first announced. Internally, we heard from Insider Gaming that it might have been delayed a little bit because Motive was forced to work on Battlefield 6. But we're definitely past due for at least one Iron Man trailer. It would make sense since the game was announced so long ago now, and we still haven't even gotten a teaser trailer. So I'm definitely expecting something for Iron Man sooner rather than later. Injustice 3, that's the next game from NetherRealm, according to a lot of reports. Ed Boon, creative director, confirmed that they were originally going to do Injustice 3 first, but because of a lot of technical problems, they decided that they would do MK1 first because they could get that out faster. But the intent was still to do an Injustice 3 once that's out of the way. So now that MK1 support is officially done, I think they've circled back around to Injustice 3, and we could get that announcement right here. Though I am a little concerned about the future of W Games after recent comments made by the co-CEO of Netflix, who might be the owner of WB, co-owner of WB in a year if the deal goes through. He mentioned that they didn't value the gaming division at all, which could be a very bad thing. Obviously, it's incredibly dumb that they didn't value the gaming side of WB at all, but could mean that they're just going to leave them alone. Could also mean that they're going to sell them off to somebody else, sell the individual studios off to somebody else. Hopefully, they wouldn't just, it would be insane to just shut them all down. But definitely the future of WB Games a little more uncertain based on this deal. Hopefully that I wasn't particularly concerned with who won the deal. It's not going to be great either way, whether Paramount or Netflix ends up securing it. But yeah, Netflix not valuing video games at all, definitely a concern. In that case, Paramount would be the much better pick to acquire WB, since they merged with Skydance, who are very much invested heavily in games and do have experience with AAA. In fact, Skydance is publishing Rise of Hydra. Under Skydance, they have Skydance New Media that's being run by Amy Hennig, and they're the ones that are putting out 1943 Rise of Hydra. So currently rooting for Paramount to swoop in and take this deal from Netflix, because Netflix definitely shot themselves in the foot with that comment. What's up, Bruno? Let's stop playing when we have a hottie. That's insane. Blood Hillcopia never hurts. True. What else we got? Wolf Among Us 2. Big and Dispatch. We'll throw out Dispatch Season 2 as well. Appreciate the follow, Money. You jumping up and down. Rise of Hydra. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm definitely. If it's there, I'll be screaming as well. But we'll have to see. I think it's a high chance, but you never know. But yeah, Dispatch is there. Dispatch is nominated for 2 awards. I'm hoping the devs win something. That I think that's the one category I'm hoping Claire Obscure doesn't win. I definitely want Dispatch to win something. But possible we get a season 2 announcement. Wolf Among Us 2 was delayed a year to upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. That was also made by some of the people from who made Dispatch. Before they started on Dispatch, they were working at Telltale. They worked on Wolf Among Us 2. Would love that to get announced so I can stream Wolf Among Us. Blood of the Dawnwalker, definitely possible. Obviously, everyone's talking about Half-Life 3. That's supposed to be getting announced relatively soon. Don't know if it's going to be at the Game Awards or not, but we should be getting one. Tokon Fighting Souls, we just had the beta. Soros, I think pre-orders. I just saw pre-orders might be going live soon. So I think we might get a release date for Soros. Cyberpunk could get the sequel announcement since we know they're not doing The Witcher 4. They could do Cyberpunk sequel as a big surprise. Don't sleep on the prototype. KOTOR or no. I think there's a decent chance we see something KOTOR related. I think we're definitely seeing a Star Wars announcement for sure. But prototype is definitely something you shouldn't sleep on. A few months ago, we found out that the leaks were true. At very least, it is getting a remaster. It's being remastered by the same people who did the Tony Hawk remaster, the recent Tony Hawk 3+4 remaster. The leak also said that they're potentially working on a sequel, a remake. So I would not be surprised if we got some prototype related announcement at the very least for the remaster, which we do know for sure is in development. And that would be good. I would love an excuse to go back to prototype. And also the PC version of Death Stranding 2 was rated, so we might get the announcement for that. And I mentioned the Cory Balrog game, but Naughty Dog could be there as well. I think they confirmed already they're not doing the Intergalactic Heretic Prophet this year, but they could very well announce their other game that they have working on, which might be new Uncharted. And that's what we got so far. I'll go back to what's leaked and what's confirmed. Max Payne remake. Remedy has a Max Payne remake in development. They've got Control 2 in development. Haven't heard if they're going to announce Max Payne at the Game Awards, but from everything we've seen, it sounds like they're going to do Control 2. Spider-Man needs help. The DLC situation, Insomniac are losing money. That's definitely not true. Insomniac's not losing any money whatsoever on Spider-Man 2. They actually made quite a bit of money off Spider-Man 2. I saw recently that Spider-Man 2 crossed the 16 million sales mark. Yeah, they're doing the opposite of losing money on Spider-Man 2. They made quite a lot of money off Spider-Man 2, and they've of course moved on to Wolverine, which releases next year. They said that they're targeting fall 2026 for Wolverine, and they're going to have another Wolverine announcement showcase in the spring of 2026. I'm thinking there might be a PlayStation showcase at that time, because PlayStation's also supposed to be showing off announcing the PlayStation 6. Marvel's Blade and Wolf Among Us. I thought the first Last of Us was great. I just thought The Last of Us 2, also a great game, but terrible story. Wish they bring back the Infamous series. I think we'll definitely get the Infamous series back. The creative director seemed very excited about Infamous. He was actually talking about it while doing interviews for Ghost of Yotei. Seems very much interested in going back to Infamous and getting it remastered as well. Once they're done Yotei, I would not be surprised if they worked on another Infamous game. Quantum Break 2. I definitely agree. Last of Us 2 did not deserve Game of the Year, for sure. I think Venom could be announced at the next PlayStation Showcase, whenever that ends up being. Hulk game would be nice. It would be better for Insomniac to make it so the big 3 Marvel games can be made by the same company. I would love to see their interpretation of Hulk. I don't know if they have a good destruction engine though. I want whoever makes a Hulk game to have like a really good destruction engine, because I think that's a very important part of any Hulk game. And Insomniac's Spider-Man games don't really have like destructible environments or environments that are really that interactive at all. Love Tomb Raider, give you another Uncharted. Why not both? They're being made by completely different companies. You could have both. Yeah, if Rise of Hydra is not here, I think it's delayed out of 2026. It bears the statue will be revealed tonight. It was already confirmed to be Larian's new game, new Divinity game. Your predictions the statue has nothing to do with Larian. It's definitely Larian. They said it's not. I think they specifically said it's not Divinity 2. I mean, they said it's not Divinity Original Sin 3. It is confirmed to be Larian. It is confirmed to be Divinity. There was a trademark filed for Divinity. It is, the statue is Larian. It is Divinity related. We don't know exactly what it will be. It is in fact Larian, and it is in fact Divinity related. Mind's Eye 2 would be insane. Honestly, I would respect the double down. After how much of a disaster Mind's Eye was, I honestly would respect the double down. I don't know where they'd come up with the funding for a Mind's Eye 2, but I would respect the double down. Anything God of War, you'll be happy. Yeah, I think it will definitely get the God of War Metroidvania announcement, since that's supposed to be releasing next year. Larian said it wasn't them. Larian said it wasn't Original Sin Divinity 3. We know it's them. It was already leaked. We know the statue is Larian. They said it's not Divinity. They said it's not Original Sin Divinity 3. It already leaked already. We already know it's Larian. We already know it's Divinity related. Wolf Among Us, what you want most? Yeah, I hope that game isn't canceled. Especially after how much people love Dispatch. I think another game from Telltale would be exactly what we need. Marty with another 5. Appreciate you. We're going through the debate on Wolverine versus Captain America. Who will win a death battle? Did y'all see the Ash Ketchum versus Yugi death battle? That was actually fire. That was really good. Have they done Cap versus Wolverine yet on that? I don't remember if they did that before, but I definitely think Wolverine would win that one. If we don't see Wolf Among Us 2, is good chance it is canceled for sure, or delayed again. I don't know, but they said it was going fine. The last delay they said was because they were upgrading to Unreal Engine 5. So they said the game was all right. I'm hoping. Vinny ARPG make it about look good. Hope Venom is Eddie Brock. Yeah, that would make the most sense. You want to see the possible pal? For Iron Man game, the mechanics you like to see: freedom of flight, adaptive repulsor combat, use variety Iron Man weapons, like tons of them. I think for me, because I think the flying is going to be really good. Motive actually had worked previously on Anthem, and we know pretty much the best part of Anthem was the flying. So them doing a open world Unreal 5 Iron Man game, I think the flying is going to be immaculate. But the one thing I want is for them to really lean into the suits. Like, I think the suits should not just be cosmetic. I think they should capture the essence of Tony Stark, which is having different suits for different situations. So definitely lean into that. I definitely don't think we're getting Elden Ring 2, but we could get something for the Dustbloods. That's FromSoft's next game. I don't think Bloodborne fans are ever getting anything. Yugi versus Ashes Fire, glad Yugi won. Yeah, I figured Yugi would win. I mean, Yugi is that guy. Dispatch is one of your favorite games this year. Seconds goes to Yote. Yeah, Dispatch was my favorite, followed by Expedition 33. Then it's probably Yote. I just love Expedition 33. That's so good. Flying Iron Man's key. Yeah, I think they're going to nail the flying. It's just everything else that they got to nail. But I think that game is going to be fire. I think when we see the first trailer for Iron Man, people are going to go crazy. I believe in Motive. We're about 30 minutes away from start time. Looking forward to it. I have no doubt I'm not worried about the flying at all, honestly. Expedition 33 is game of the year, only answer. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any surprises. I don't think there's going to be any surprises for that one. I think Clair Obscure definitely gets game of the year. I think they're going to sweep a lot of categories. That game was so good. Her 33 was really good. You stayed away from turn-based. You definitely don't want to stay away from this one, especially since it's a reactive turn-based. So you have the option to parry and dodge during the enemy's turn, which makes the turn-based combat feel a lot more interactive and dynamic than traditional turn-based RPGs. Turn-based RPGs, on top of it just being like beautiful to look at. DMC6. Capcom did say that they were going to be one of the franchises they're going to be reviving is Devil May Cry, which great news for me. I love Devil May Cry. I've played all of the games. Looking forward to the next one. You think Robert Pattinson should present Game of the Year? I think Aaron Paul should present Game of the Year and say, I'm gonna let you finish. but Dispatch deserves to be nominated for Game of the Year. But Clair Obscure deserves to win. Have you played Werewolves Meet? I have played it. I haven't played it since launch because it wasn't working when I tried to play the launch version. I re-downloaded it again, so I'm gonna try later to get it to work. But I played it in the beta. I think they're bringing back Dino Crisis as well. Darksiders 3. Yeah, that did get announced already at the THQ Nordic Showcase, the new Darksiders. I watched Devil May Cry on Netflix. I watch everything Devil May Cry related. It was definitely not as good as the Devil May Cry anime. I didn't think it was horrible, but definitely not as good as the anime. Anime was peak. Netflix version was kind of mid, honestly. But the almost made up for it with the Evanescence song. Afterlife was legitimately gas. But yeah, they said they're going to improve things for season 2, so I'll check it out, see what they're talking about. Iron Man War Machine find a massive area absorbing machine capable of consuming the global power. That's your wish list for the story. Yeah, they announced the new Darksiders at the new Darksiders game, pretty sure at the THQ Nordic Showcase, like a couple months ago. Mine with the 5. Appreciate you, my friend. Can't wait for Wolverine to play the walkthrough while watching the stream. Yeah, I'm hoping I get it. I hope I get another early copy. Last time I got Spider-Man 2 when the New Zealanders got theirs, that's when Sony sent my copy. Hoping I get a review copy this time around, so I can play it early, and then drop my then I'll drop a walkthrough, and then stream it later. Final Fantasy 7 Part 3, very much possible for sure. Yeah, Square apparently has some unlisted trailers on their YouTube channel, so good chance one of them is Final Fantasy 7 Part 3. Could also be Kingdom Hearts. Making chicken wings for dinner. Can't go wrong. Stop pocket watching, Travis. They ready to do another dope statue like Spider-Man 2 for the collectors. Yeah, actually I still got my collector's edition for Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 2, but one of them broke. The Spider-Man one broke off. So I gotta get that fixed. But still very cool statue. I also ordered the Marvel Rivals Venom statue from McFarlane Toys. I thought that looked pretty cool. They announced they're doing a line of Marvel Rivals figures. They got a Hulk, they got Venom and Anti-Venom. They look really good. Kingdom Hearts 4 is already. It's definitely not. I don't think it's coming out next year, but it might actually. I'm not sure. No, I think it's probably 2027. But I know Kingdom Hearts fans have been waiting very long time for something. And we did get screenshots this year. So maybe we get a new trailer. Kingdom Flops 3. Travis just hates everything. Thought they said Wolverine 2026. They did. Fall 2026. And they said spring 2026 is when they'll be doing the next Wolverine the next bit of major Wolverine news in terms of trailers, updates, all that stuff. They confirmed spring 2026. Wilson better appear. and Wolverine. I expect at least a reference. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I saw that we're getting a Bleach collab in Fortnite. I might tap in for that one. I am a Bleach enjoyer. Yeah, I didn't come back for Power Rangers or K-pop Demon Hunters, but I could be persuaded to show up for Bleach. Potentially. If it's good. If it's nice sci-fi superhero games, two best genres. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of both of those. For sure. I can check leaks, see if there's anything new. That's how Kurakasa said his Old Republic tease is not nice at Old Republic. Somebody leaked when Lego Batman's release date is. Assassin's Creed YouTube changed their profile picture. Yeah, pretty sure they're announcing they're definitely announcing the Black Flag remake. Looks like a second Tomb Raider game leaked. Tomb Raider Catalyst. So it looks like Legacy of Atlantis Tomb Raider game is coming in 2026. And a game called Tomb Raider Catalyst is coming in 2027. So Tomb Raider fans, and I saw the leak trailer as well. So I think Tomb Raider fans will be potentially well fed tonight, I'll say. I did, but nothing new to really add. Let's do Star Wars. And two new Square Enix trailers. Can't wait when they show Leon. Yeah, everyone's been waiting for the Leon Kennedy reveal for Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, the Power Rangers was tempting because I did love the OG Power Rangers, but I didn't end up downloading Fortnite. But I did watch the Megazord stuff. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the gameplay for Sorrows looked fire. I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. I did like Returnal, and this looks potentially better. Hope some cool indie game announcements. Yeah, I know Jeff sometimes like will throw, because it's expensive. It can be expensive, very expensive to get an ad. I think the current rate to buy an ad at the Game Awards is $5,000 a second. But Jeff will throw freebies to certain games, especially indies. So I would like this. I would like to see Undefeated Genesis. That's the indie game I'm most excited about for 2026. Basically, the Superman game we've been asking for. If you've been waiting for a Superman game, that's the closest you're gonna get, and it looks awesome. They did the story trailer at the Tokyo Game Show. So I would not be mad at seeing a release date trailer at the Game Awards. Disney's doing a live action Power Rangers, another live action Power Rangers movie. I know Netflix did one. I haven't heard about another one. Anyone play the new Marvel video game, Cosmic Invasion? Pretty sure a lot of people did. I streamed it when it came out. Travis would not shut up about that game. He was playing it as well. Undefeated Genesis looks awesome. Yeah, the story trailer was gas, like legitimately. It's like a Superman game. It's like an open world Superman game and anime game in once. Like Undefeated was basically just a Superman simulator, but Undefeated Genesis they gave him anime powers and a much bigger world to explore. That game looks insane. It's like Superman. It was interesting. It's like Superman if he had random anime character powers. Like he had that. I noticed definitely a couple references to a different anime. They had a couple Goku moves in there. They had a couple Saitama moves in there. He's got electric powers as well. Yeah, that game's gonna be just pure gas. I can't wait for that. God Slayer, yeah, God Slayer was really good. I will say God Slayer definitely needs some polishing. It definitely looked a little janky, but I see the vision. Dark steampunk martial arts, basically Avatar game. Like I was excited for the Avatar game from Saber that they have in development. I'm looking forward to that one. But seeing God Slayer, I'm definitely excited to try that one. But as long as they polish it up a bit, I think that game's gonna be really good. They just gotta smooth out some of that jank. But it looks fun as is for sure. Yeah, Avatar and Infamous, yeah, that's a pretty solid comparison. It definitely looked like a. At first, I thought, oh, it was going to be like another Wuxia game, like a black Myth Wukong. It's actually more like Black Myth Wukong. It's actually not really like Infamous at all. It's more like Black Myth Wukong mixed with Avatar. Because that's why I originally thought it was going to be, and then he started bending, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. That man's earth bending. Now he's water bending. Now he's ice bending. Now he's fire bending. What is going on? Cannot forget Ties of Annihilation, of course. I don't know if it's going to be at the Game Awards, but we did get to see Xbox did a showcase for it a month or two ago, I think, was when that Xbox event was. I'm very excited to play that. Man, 2026 is so many games, man. I gotta lock in. I gotta start finishing some games before 2026. Before I guess before we get into the heat that is 2026. Because I think stuff really starts popping off in February. So I have until then to get caught up on a lot of stuff, but after that, yeah, it's just going to be just game after game after game that's just fire. Tides of Annihilation, Phantom Blade Zero, Crimson Desert, Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata, Onimusha, Lego Batman, hopefully Rise of Hydra, and Wolf Among Us, Wolverine. Like, it's going to be insane. 007 First Light, Blood of the Dawnwalker. Truly insane year for games. Coach Sheamus 2026 will banger after banger after banger. You got pre-order so many games, yeah. It's gonna be crazy. And then that's not even getting into like the entertainment side. Like not even just the game side is completely stacked as well. But then you got the new season of Invincible, Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and the final season of The Boys all releasing in the same month. Like what? Like how has that happened? Then we got the new seasons of X-Men 97 and Your Friendly with Spider-Man. We got the Green Lantern show. We got the Supergirl movie, which looked insane. I watched the trailer earlier with some of the subscribers on the second channel. We got Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think the Clayface movie is 2026 as well. Like, man, 2026 is insane. Did they hire animators for season 2? I don't think the problem is that they didn't hire animators. I think the problem with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is that they didn't have an animation budget. I think they didn't have both time and budget. The animators weren't the problem. I think it was I've seen bad animation. I mean, a lot of people are seeing it with One Punch Man season 3. I could tell from watching the show that the animators aren't bad. They just didn't have the budget and the time. And I don't think that's changed for season 2, but I'll still watch it because the writing was really good. 2026 is going to be the 2018 of the decade. I mean, yeah. And it's ending with GTA 6. Like, yeah, there's going to be so many. There's going to be so many Game of the Year contender games. Like, it's crazy. Legitimately crazy. How much is dropping in 2026. We might even get Spider-Man 2 DLC. Because I think they're going to have a suit DLC to tie in with Spider-Man Brand New Day, like they've done with other Spider-Man movies. They did that with No Way Home. So I think Insomniac is going to drop a suit DLC for Brand New Day. And then in 2027, they might do the same thing for Beyond the Spider-Verse. Chris Pratt is Star-Lord. True. Imagine GTA 6 gets delayed to 2027. That'd be insane. We know reaction video for the Game Awards. We're gonna have potentially a lot. I don't know. It depends. I know I definitely have to do a reaction to the Marvel Rivals announcement. But other than that, it's going to depend on what gets revealed. Like if we get Iron Man, I definitely got to drop a reaction for that. Rockstar being investigated for insider trading, union busting. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Rockstar makes too much money. They're not going to do anything. That investigation is going nowhere. It's coming out. If GTA gets delayed, it's going to have nothing to do with the investigation. People act like they won't care if GTA 6 release. You can just ignore anything anyone says about GTA 6 when it comes to being like, oh, if it's not coming out, if it's delayed again. Look, we all know the second GTA 6 goes on sale, everyone's buying it. Like all the GTA fans are buying it. All the ball and gun gamers are buying it. Like what are we talking about? Like, you're not fooling anybody. Everybody is buying. Everybody's getting that game. Let's be so serious. Doesn't matter when GTA 6 comes out. It's gonna sell like 40 million copies in the first year. Conservatively. Bro looks like he's slimming down. Who? Just stop the act. Stop trying. Yeah, like come on. Like like I saw the same thing with Spider-Man 2. People were like, oh, the marketing. Ooh. What? There's not a trailer. They're ruining the game. Where's the trailer? They don't do a trailer. I don't want it. And they immediately bought the game as soon as it went on sale. Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on. Where do you make it 100? You never bought a GTA, and they've done just fine without you, Travis. They would continue to do so. I heard a skate story. Yeah, there's another PS Plus game I gotta get around to playing. Sword of the Sea. It looked really cool. The soundtrack got nominated for the Grammys, and they even acknowledged that Claire Obscura should have been there. Dispatch also had a fire soundtrack. They actually just released theirs. I'm gonna download that and listen to it to go to sleep. Star Wars Jedi 3, that would be fire. GTA, it doesn't matter how much GTA costs. It will not impact the sales whatsoever. They can literally charge whatever they want. They could make the game 60. They could make it 80. They could make it 200. It's still getting bought. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a $200 edition of the game. I think the base game is going to be 80. And there's going to be like a $150, $200 edition. And I don't think it's going to affect sales at all. Someone told you GTA 6 is going to require photo ID. I don't think that's a thing. I think that's probably the fakest thing I've heard all month, at least. I mean, technically, you need ID for any mature rated game if you're buying it in person. But nobody buys games in person anymore. Everyone pretty much buys their games through digital storefronts anyway. So it doesn't matter. People are still playing. People have been playing GTA 5 for literally 10 years. Like, what are we? There, $100 is nothing. This is a Critical Role to put out a campaign like Mighty 9. Yeah, I finished it. I watched the first episode. Yeah, I think they're supposed to have another announcement. They have something else they're working on with ad hoc. I think they also mentioned they might do a dispatch show, or well, I think they said they would if they would do anything, they would do a movie, animated movie for dispatch. But I'm definitely looking forward to more Critical Role ad hoc collaborations. Definitely need that dispatch season 2. All right, 7 o'clock. Let's see if they're ready yet. Oh, bet. I think the Game Awards pre-show is here. Let me co-stream. Oh, it's about to start soon. So I gotta set up this Twitch co-stream. Game Awards roll out a feature where you can co-stream it. All right, we're co-streaming on Twitch officially. Got that set up. All right, pre-show starts soon. Let's get everything ready. About 30 minutes. The pre-show, and then we'll get into the main event. I think the pre-show Pre-show is where they put the less important announcements and awards. You want to co-stream like this one day? How do you do it? You start a live stream, you pull up the Game Awards, and you start watching it with your community if you have one. They have official co-streaming that you can apply for, which I do every year. They graciously accept me. Otherwise, it's not that difficult. You don't have to be an official co-streamer. You can just literally just stream it. So NBA Dreams. Appreciate you. Witcher 3 mod support on console finally, maybe. Imagine. From what I heard, it's some kind of DLC. I don't know what else it'll come with, but I wouldn't count on mod support. But apparently it is DLC. You're gonna stream Sadot streaming the Game Awards. Streamception. It's always fun every year. I always enjoy the Game Awards. It's always a good time. Every year has been pretty lit. This year looks like it's going to be even crazier. But make sure you like up the stream. And tap in with the Patreon. It's free to follow. YouTube's been being crazy lately. So if you want to make sure you always know what's going on with the channel when I have an update, you can follow for free on the Patreon, !join. I'll have posts up there whenever I have a new news video, or I also drop exclusive content on there, which you can get access to for $1, as well as the private Discord. My game of the year pick, it's clear obscure. It is not even close. like there's just no way Expedition 33 is going to lose, and it is in fact the game of the year. So I don't think there's going to be any complaints from me, at least. You're in for Moist Critical for content creator. Really good. Yeah, I definitely enjoy Moist Critical, and he was really good as Sonar in Dispatch. Going to stream Casual Avenger, stream a Sadot stream of the Game Awards. Let's go. Yeah, if some, I can't even imagine a scenario where Clear Obscure doesn't win Game of the Year. If it were to lose, it would have to be the Silk Song. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just a lock. That I think it's just a lock to win it at this point. Like, it's just no way. It's been a good year for you, Hero. Does that game still get support? Legitimately. I had no idea that game was still a thing. I legitimately had no idea people still played that. Oh, for real? That's cool. I don't know how you play that game. I tried it. I might try the new My Hero game, the one that looks like a Ninja Storm ripoff. Because I tried to play Rumble. I thought that game was horrible. Legitimately, I thought that game was terrible. I couldn't get into it at all. Jeff loves it. Even Jeff doesn't have that much pull. Like there's no way he would be able to like rig the voting like that. There's no chance that many people voted on the committee voted for Death Stranding just for Jeff and his level of Kojima. There's just no way. I think even Jeff thinks Clair Obscura is better than Death Stranding. Like he's been hyped about that game ever since he first saw it. First hero in season 6 will be a DPS. Second one will be a tank, regardless of who releases first. Calling it. That's definitely a possibility. I think Deadpool makes the most sense as a Vanguard between the two. And I definitely think he gets released second. I think it'll be like the Daredevil season, where they release Angela first and they save Daredevil for the mid-season update. I think Elsa Bloodstone releases first, and then they release Deadpool in the 6.5. Kojima would be pissed if his game was that popular, recognized, no longer subversive. I think he would be very happy. I mean, he seemed happy he got nominated. Are they going to talk about Chronicles Medieval? Possible. Where Salak fit in all of this? Haven't seen anything about Cyclops other than his appearance at Rogue's wedding. The lore, they did set up in the lore how they can get other X-Men. Since one of the things Rogue and Gambit were doing was they were traveling around setting up essentially portals so that X-Men that were scattered, mutants that were scattered by the entanglement could find their way back. And of course we saw Cyclops as one of the ones that got swept away. Don't know which season he would come in though. We'll find out, of course, in season 6 when we get to read the lore. But based on what I've read so far, it looks like we're closer to getting Ghost Rider and Doom than Cyclops, potentially. Bravo said they have a surprise. Yeah, it's a new content reveal. It's it's related to Lady Loki. Pretty sure it's a new game mode. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the auto chest coming back. The rumor God of War. I think the leaked God of War Metroidvania is what I think we're going to see, because it's supposed to come out in 2026. And it wasn't at the State of Play. So I think they're going to have it for the Game Awards. Melee Leg is going to be first mythic skin. You re-download Rivals, you've been missing out. Yeah, I can't wait to play Rogue. She looks so much fun. Gotta be streaming that tomorrow. It would make the most sense as a DPS. Honestly, a Vanguard makes a lot of sense with how tanky he is because of his immortality. Jubilee would be fun. Nightcrawler's definitely the top of my list. Yeah, I think we're gonna get more of the characters from that initial list of that the devs put to Discord before launch. We already got from that list. We already got Wolverine, Gambit, Emma Frost, and we're getting Deadpool as well. So also on that list, Nightcrawler. I think it's a good chance we see him. Green Goblin, Ghost Rider. We saw Kingpin and Black Cat in the Times Square map. Deadpool as a Vanguard makes a lot of sense. Black Cat, Electro, and Mystique. They gave Rogue cheeks. Yeah, no, they gave Rogue the skin. They gave her Savage Land, so we already know. People are locked in. Juggernaut would be so much fun. Like I feel like Juggernaut should be like what Thing isn't, like just a straight up bully tank that just runs right through everything. I think that should legit be an ability. Like he charges and he just breaks through everything. Groot walls, he's CC immune. He destroys Groot walls by automatically. I think just make him unstoppable. Unstoppable force, just bullying his way through. That'd be so good. The only thing I wish Rogue had more of is flight. She can only fly for about, I think, 4 or 5 seconds. But other than that, her kit looks really good. Green Goblin's gonna go crazy. You want the Hulk boss fight Wolverine? Yeah, that would be the dream. Wait for Lady Loki. Definitely interesting choice. I'm wondering if it's going to be a skin for Hela or Loki, because the one thing they did say, so that's why I'd be interested to see if this is the case. They said before launch that they weren't going to do Echo characters as skins. I do remember them saying that. They were kind of adamant about that before launch, but it may have been something they've reconsidered since then. But they did previously say they weren't going to do Echo skins. Like people were asking about like a skin for like Jane Foster or Captain Carter. And they said that if they added any of those characters, they would be like as their own individual characters. Instead of like as a skin. It looks like they may have changed their mind. We'll see. We'll also see what it looks like when it finally comes out. Yeah, if they were going to do a Lady Loki, it would make the most sense to build the model off of Hela. YouTube stream kind of sus. Let me try the Twitch stream. since I am co-streaming it. These emos are insane. What reels I'm hoping for? All the superhero games that I covered in my preview video that I put on the channel. The stuff that I covered in the preview doc, I'm looking forward to. The confirmed games are I'm pretty excited about. The leaks look pretty good. I think it's gonna be a strong show. I had to subscribe. Game Wars, did the Game Wars already show this many ads on the Twitch stream? I usually watch it on YouTube, but the YouTube stream is tripping. Let me just close out. Had bigger Crystal Rug as a kid. a lot of people did. A lot of people had dreams of her calling them sugar. Yeah, let me refresh this. Stream is being hella weird. Hopefully it's I don't know if it's the broadcast or myself. My OBS looks like it's performing fine. But it could be my browser just being slow. Might do Firefox just to be safe. I mean, Chrome to be safe. Yeah. Fortunately, we still got time. All right, just swap to the Chrome version. What's up, Capte? Your phone's on 50%? That's crazy. My Rivals Game of the Year. Unfortunately, it's not eligible or nominated. But it is up for best ongoing game. I think Rivals has a good chance of winning that one. Love you too, Joe. Appreciate you. Yeah, I voted for Rivals for best ongoing game. I voted for Dispatch for debut indie. Because I feel like Dispatch deserves to win something. Since it got snubbed. Because everything came out later. The episodes came out later. And everyone had voted already. Three minutes. And this is just a pre-show. Main show is still at 8. But still good to look at. But they saved the bigger announcements for like the main show. My stream's being weird. Well, let me fix this before the show starts. Bro, how's this not fucking come up yet?
Welcome to the 2025 Game Awards opening act. I'm Sydney Goodman here to start us off on gaming's biggest night. Streaming
Oh my
all
fucking God,
around
come
the
on.
world. We are coming to you live from the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles to celebrate the year in games, with special performances including from the Game Awards Orchestra and Evanescence, surprise guests, and world premieres like Resident Evil Requiem, Phantom Blade Zero.
Come on, my computer is so bad right now. Holy shit.